Got the baddest bitch in the city, so don't fuck around. Know them hoes is out to get me, they don't hold me down. Know me now, act like you don't know me now. Let my bitch off the purse, she get 100 rounds. 100 rounds, hold me down.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today we turned this 5x5 closure wig into a frontal looking wig. Tell me this, don't cap, don't be a hater, don't do none of that. This is giving frontal for sure. This is only a 5x5, not a 6x6, none of that. This is only a 5x5 closure wig. So if y'all want to see how I got this look and how I got these baby hairs, then stay tuned. Alright y'all, so I'm so sorry I'm so sorry for the noise in the background. I promise this is not gonna be a sound that's in the back the whole time. I'm drying something at the moment, but I just wanted to show y'all how this hair looks right now and how it looked after I bleached it. I just have to go in and pluck it a little bit, and then we gonna get into this styling because I'm gonna show y'all how y'all can switch it up a little bit. Just because you have a closure wig doesn't necessarily mean you have to do a center part. Like, it's not always subjected to that. So with that being said, let's get the plucking so I can show y'all how to freestyle this little curly hair, and it could be a quick style being that the hair is already curled. So with that being said, let's get the plucking. Alright, so now that we finished plucking this wig, it was so beautifully laid. Oh my god, I was just bugging just now. Look at that, period. So now I'm gonna tint the lace real quick. Sometimes I like working with closure wigs. I really don't. It's not like, as far as creativity, well, I feel like I'm already body this one. As far as creativity, like, it's cool and everything, but I really like slaying like my baby hairs, my whole hairline. You know, everybody don't like frontal wigs, so we're gonna work with this closure wig today. So I'm gonna do a little something different today. I think, and while I tell you this, I'm gonna just cut these wigs, the combs out the sides, because I'm not one to actually want to keep them. So I'm about to cut those out, but I'm gonna leave this one in there. This is the only wig comb I ever leave in all my wigs, just this one, not those. So I really feel like I'm gonna body this wig, not only because of how nice it was plucked, but how thin the lace is. Like, this has to be, I think, is this nah, this is transparent lace for sure. Is it transparent lace? It's giving transparent that could be mistaken as HD. This is kind of what it's giving right now, but I really feel like I'm about to body this for some reason. And a part of me want to do a part, like an actual part, and then do the baby hairs around it. But a part of me want to just have so much fun with the baby hairs and just give it so much action and just show how versatile a 5x5, even a 6x6. Keep it up to me, I would do a 6x6 and up as far as closure wigs. And I have this one wig that I go to, like, that's my go-to wig, and it's a 6x6, and every time I want to just throw it on and put a hat on, it's, you know, it's convenient for me. But if I want to actually style it and do like a nice center part with the two, you know, baby hairs right there, it looks so fire. So it's just like, it all depends on your special preference. But I don't think you should go personally, especially if you into doing baby hairs. If you're the type of person that just take your closure wig and just put it on and don't do no baby hairs, then 4x4 should be perfectly fine for you. Even a 2x2, 2x6, I think. That'll be cool for you. But if you want to do anything creative, I would suggest a 6x6, even a 5x5. Yeah, but a 5x5 to a 6x6 and up. depending on how creative you can really get. Gotta see how sturdy them hands is. All right, so one thing that I'm gonna be doing different that I don't usually do is I'm gonna cut the lace off this closure wig before I put it on my head, because I just had this thing where every time I cut the lace on my head when I'm working with a closure wig, it still comes out looking super straight, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna show y'all how I'm gonna cut it so y'all can see how it's gonna look when I put it on my head. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use the razor. First things first, I really wish I could cut this part right here. I actually still might try to, because this little, hold on, let me see if I'm showing y'all. I forgot I'm actually recording. All right, y'all, so I think I wanna cut this. Y'all see this little piece right here where the track starts? I think I'm gonna wind up cutting that just a little bit, just so the baby hairs can lay a bit more flat. But it's just like, being that this is a factory made wig, it might be a little bit harder to do that. So I'm gonna test it out, and if it doesn't work, then y'all don't try it. So I'm gonna just test it for y'all. Right, so I left a lot of lace in front of where the tracks actually begin, if y'all could see that gap right there. So we're just gonna do the same thing to the other side. All right, so now y'all see this? On both sides we have that gap right here, and we have so much lace. We got the hairline starts way before the actual track starts. So now when it's getting into the part to cut the lace, I'm just gonna stay behind the hairline. I mean, stay in front of the hairline, sorry. But I'm just gonna like play with it. Like, I'm gonna really like go across and rake it like this, because I don't want it to have any shape at all. Like, I just want it to be what it is. So we need some focus. Take your time, do not rush. This might be sped up a little bit, but I'm taking my sweet time, trust me. All right, so now that I cut the lace, I'm gonna just cut off these extra little flyaways because we don't need those. Just cut those right off. I hope y'all can see better, sorry y'all. But let's get rid of all these flyaways. We really don't need these. All right, y'all, so I did my bald cap, everything. I'm really prepared to do this here look today. Now, I did not want to use mousse. Y'all. I have makeup on right now, and I don't feel like fixing it if it gets messed up. But I do feel like mousse is gonna be the best for this baby hair look today. So first things first, being that, and don't mind the stain on my shirt, by the way. I don't know if y'all can see it that much, but it's so bad, like in person from my makeup. But it's like, I don't feel like changing, so I'm not doing that. So first things first, I put these 2 latches on the last 2 because you need it to be very fitted and tight. You don't want it moving around, and especially if it's gonna be glueless, you need it to be tight, like not super tight, of course. It don't not headache tight, but secure tight. Okay, we're gonna put this wig on, and if you feel like you need to go in and pluck a little bit more, you can do that, but if you don't want to, then that's fine too. Hopefully, y'all, it's a ghost in my house. Like, I'm so like sold on the fact that it's a ghost in here because I keep hearing random noises, and I'm gonna add that in my vlog because I just can't. But all right, so let's get this wig on. This wig is secure. All right, and I want it to be on this side. Oh, it caught onto my baby ears. That shit. So put the wig on. You're just gonna shift it to the side that you want it to be on, and just play with your wig, adjust it. As you can see by me doing the ball cap, and it just looks so like out the skin. So I'm gonna make sure I pull even the tracks above the ball cap because I don't want that to show. So this here, first of all, you want to take at least 1 inch of hair to cover them tracks because you should not be able to see the tracks. So I'm gonna make sure, you gotta make sure you have it so it could fall in a certain place. I'm gonna let this be super messy too because it's like we don't have too much parting space, but we gotta work with what we got. So I'm one of those people where I don't like when the hair falls in my lashes, and I know I do have to cover this track right here. So when I cover up the track right here, this is where the hair is gonna fall, and it's gonna fall right here. We don't want that. So I'm gonna have to shift it over just a little bit more because I need it to fall in a certain place. And I could do the part. I don't even think I'm really gonna do like a full part, but the part is gonna be somewhere over here. Now let's zoom in. Y'all know we always gotta do the zoom in, so let's zoom in a little bit. So this is what the lace is given without gluing, spraying, anything. I am gonna add a little bit of spray, literally a tiny bit of spray, but this is what it's given so far. So we just gonna part it down the middle and just see what that scalp is looking like. Okay, this is what it's given so far. All right, I had to elevate myself. I feel like y'all couldn't see the hair. I felt like I was going like this, sound like that. All right, so we see that when we part it, you can part it anywhere and it's gonna look super natural. And that's what really matters most at the moment. See, parted on a curve, it still looks very natural. Of course, you gotta tweak it. It's not gonna look natural immediately, but the point is to give some type of illusion. So I don't think I'm gonna be doing a part. Like I said, I really did want to, but I feel like I could do a fire baby hair look without that. And I'm trying to see what it's gonna give, because I'm gonna have to cover these tracks over here. This has to be covered, and this has to be covered right here too. So these are our main focus points. These have to be covered. So I don't want to give it a part and then do the baby hairs from there, because I just feel like you're gonna be expecting to see another baby hair somewhere over here, being that it's gonna get frontal, okay? And it's just supposed to look like something my hair's messy today. My baby hairs are a mess, but they're still cute. That's what we giving today. So I'm not going to talk y'all ears off. Let's get to creating. I'm gonna take, oh, by the way, before I speed it up, I'm gonna take my rat tail comb and I'm gonna just go in circle motions all the way across up until that point where we have to cover the track. So this is about how much baby hairs I'm gonna do. I might even do a little bit less than this, because I don't want to take it back too much. All right, y'all, so with this part, I usually do this on my mannequin heads. So please be very, very, very careful with this here little curling iron, this little pinch. Yo, this flat iron will burn you. You have to be very careful, and it gets very hot. Now, I like work with this a lot, so I know which exact spots to put it on. So I'm like slightly putting it on it, and as soon as I feel too much heat, then I take it off. So, ooh, okay, that's good enough. Don't press it on your head. It's not even supposed to sit on your head. I put it on the lace right here, so it's like it's not even really doing much. And even to just put something here, we're gonna just create a little baby hair. I don't know, I'm gonna just take this, because if you look closer, you can still see my cap right there, which I can just pull the wig forward, but I kind of don't want to. And it's gonna be covered anyway, but still. So I'm gonna take this out. This should be enough. I don't want it to be too thick. You see how you gotta just get creative, y'all? You just gotta make something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it a little bit longer, like this. See that? I don't think y'all can see it. See this piece right here? It's a little bit longer. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna curl it. First of all, I wanna straighten it and separate it a bit. So when I curl it, it will curl in a manner that I can, it's easy to separate. So just curl it. And I want it to actually be tighter than this. So I'm gonna just go in. Just curl it, and I'm gonna make it messy. See that on that side? It's very messy, and I'm gonna separate it. Let me just see how it's falling real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna separate it, and I'm gonna lay it down right about there. It don't got no type of really like uniform pattern, no real rhythm or nothing. Just gonna put it right there. And one thing about it, you know how you're gonna want your baby hairs. So you could keep tweaking it. It doesn't, you're not in a rush. It don't give none of that. Take your time and keep redoing it. If it's not to your liking, just keep doing it. Just keep going, keep tweaking it, and you'll eventually find, like, you know, the perfect way for you. So this is cool for me. Being that you're not gonna really see it, I just wanted something to be there, so I could fake give like a illusion kind of, you know, look. And now, because I was gonna tie it down, but now I have to be very careful how I rake all the hair that I plucked out. I'm not gonna lie though, I should fake do the same for right here, because it's kind of like bland right here. So I think I'm gonna do the same thing for right here. Just kind of try to create some type of something without actually having that track show. See how there's no track showing? But watch how I play with it, y'all. Watch how I do it. And I just want this to stay right here. So, spray it a little bit. Okay. Just as best as I'm gonna get that one. I ain't burning myself for nothing. All right, y'all. So once the hair is pulled over, then this is what it gives. Now you could do the baby hairs, like I said, how you want to. You can make them lighter if you want. You can make them whatever. I think I might, a part of me want to pluck this one a little bit, but I really don't feel the need to. Like, I just kind of want to see what happens. I like how it did that. I don't even know what that is, but I like how that happened. So I'm actually very satisfied and happy with the way these baby hairs came out. So now at this point, we're just gonna wet the hair up, and we're just gonna go and see the final product. So let me wet this hair up, and I'm gonna comb it a little bit, and then boom, we're gonna come right back. All right, y'all, so this is the final look. How y'all liking it? How y'all liking it? Let's zoom in on the baby hairs, on the lace, all of that. Like, tell me this is not a masterpiece. And once again, like I said, you can do the baby hairs however you want to. If you want to do a part, do a part. If you want to do smaller baby hairs, do smaller baby hairs. If you want to do bigger baby hairs, do bigger baby hairs. If you don't want to do no baby hairs but just want to swoop in the motion, do what you want to do. It's your hair, it's your wig, it's your frontal, it's your closure. It's all creativity. And unless if it's your real hair, then you know you gotta just work with what you got. But if it's a wig, if it's something you could take off, hello, it's not permanent. So just do what you want to do, be creative, just, you know, feel the vibe, just see what type of mood you in. Like, you know, you just gotta feel it out. But let me know what y'all think about this look, because I'm not gonna lie, y'all, this look is really giving. Like, it really gave what it was supposed to give. And I was nervous at first, but I had to think in my mind, when you make baby hairs, you really have to picture a realistic hairline and go with that, because a lot of people would have just made a part and then, you know, separated it and then started making a baby hairs, which essentially is still kind of look wiggish, frontalish, closure-ish. Like, you gotta get creative, you gotta go beyond, you know, the typical hairline look. You know, everybody got this whole thing where it's just like, oh, this is what a closure is supposed to look like, this is what a frontal is supposed to look like, or this is what most people do. Like, you gotta think of a realistic hairline. It's not supposed to be like a frontal hairline, it's supposed to be a natural hairline. That's what we trying to give here. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So let me back up a little bit so y'all can see the full look or whatever. So this is the full look. This is what the hair looks like in the back, and this is my favorite type of wave. I'm pretty sure this is a natural wave, or if you want to call it like a water wave or something like that. This is what it's given, and it's not too big, it's not too straight or anything like that. It's literally perfect. Honestly, I barely even wet it. Like, I wet it a little bit just for the top layer, but I didn't drench it. I just, you know, wet it a little bit and then ran a comb through it. Just something quick, just to keep the hair big, because it's like by the time I drench the hair and then wait for it to dry, it's a whole process when I could just do this and it looks pretty much the same. So if y'all like this video and y'all found it helpful, please comment down below. Like if you like this video, comment and let me know your thoughts down below. I'm honestly, I don't go crazy too much on every hair tutorial I do, because a lot of people know, like, I'm kind of getting tired of those. Like, I love doing hair and my passion is hair, but I be tired of recording it. Like, I just be wanting to live my life. But when I get creative like this, it reminds me why I do these type of videos. You know, sometimes I slack a little bit, but just know my work look bad, that means I ain't want to do it. If my work look good, that means this is what I wanted to do, and I was excited to do it. So yeah, y'all, once again, thank y'all so much for watching this video, and subscribe if you want to see more content from me, and I'm gonna see y'all in my next video. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and yeah, bye y'all.
Got a bitch in the city, so don't fuck around. Know them hoes is out to get me, they don't hold me down. Know me now, act like you don't know me now.